Did you put snacks in here?
Yeah.
You guys want to get out here and play some? Hit it hard. We're here. You guys look like you're literally about to play basketball.
So, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall, they're making it clear they want to stay with the Fever next year. There were questions after they were Caitlin Clark's caddies at that golf tourney, and they keep saying the same thing. It all comes down to the CBA. What's crazy is when you see teammates with that kind of off-court connection, you can't help but get hyped about what they could do on the court. And the Fever's front office, they see it too. But listen up. This isn't just a feel-good story about caddying for Caitlin. Sophie and Lexie can ball. Plain and simple. Lexie brings a kind of energy you can't coach. She's a shooter. She moves great without the ball, and she's that glue player every team needs. Sophie's similar, but she can also light it up from deep and handle the ball, so she's super versatile. Look, they're not Aaliyah Boston or Kelsey Mitchell, but they're key to the team's depth. And get this, they have a great relationship with Caitlin. That's just a bonus. Chemistry isn't some fake thing in basketball. When players genuinely click, it shows. Sophie and Lexie definitely click with Caitlin, and that raises everyone's game.
Yeah, guys, come on! Yeah! Let's go! Oh, is that bad? Is that bad? No, that's good. Oh no, oh no. You got it, girl. Happy Gilmore. Oh! Man down! Man down! He's down! I'm so sorry! And baby! Lexie! Oh! So Caitlin, done.
What's insane is Sophie and Lexie know being around Caitlin helps them too. Playing with a star like Caitlin raises everyone's profile. Sophie's blown up because of the attention being Caitlin's teammate brings. She's smart enough to see that and knows it's worth staying in Indy. She keeps getting asked about her future with the Fever, and she gives the same answer. At that golf event, she said Caitlin lifts up everyone. She's a generational talent, and everyone sees it. And then she added that depending on the CBA, she hopes they're all back together. Plus, she mentioned the team sees Caitlin's goofy side. What's more, that CBA line is basically her default answer now. She's not giving away any secrets about wanting to be back. She's saying it depends on whether there's even going to be a season. Honestly, that's smart because those CBA talks are complicated.
Not be dense. The Fever front office realizes the caddy connection belongs back in Indianapolis next season. You know, there's a lot of pomp and circumstance around Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull serving as Caitlin Clark's caddies during that golf event. It shows you the rapport, the chemistry, not to mention that those two can play, right? Lexie Hull has that energy you just can't teach, can shoot the ball, moves without the ball, a glue type of player.
So Sophie gave another interview, and she said what the Fever were missing last season was health. She thinks they'd have won the title if they'd been healthy. Honestly, she's probably right, because they had injuries all season. But when everyone was healthy, they looked like contenders. When she was asked about coming back next year, Sophie said everyone's staying in touch, but there's not much to talk about until the CBA is done. Now that might sound weird, but she's being real. Until the CBA is settled, teams can't make moves. She also mentioned the last CBA meeting was a couple weeks ago, and she doesn't know where things stand, but the players are standing strong. That suggests those talks are still happening, and maybe tough. The players want better pay and conditions, but the league has its budget. Finding the middle ground will take time, and get this. She was even asked about Project B, that new league. Sophie said if people offer millions, why wouldn't you consider it? You have to realize, players' careers are short, and they need to earn as much as they can. So if another league offers more, you can't blame them for listening. But here's the deal about Project B. It seems like it's after players near the end of their careers who want one last big payday. It's basically fighting back against those Saudi-backed leagues poaching talent. Caitlin joining Project B would be wild, given how much money she makes already, and where she is in her career. She doesn't need it. She's making good money from endorsements, and her WNBA contract will only get better. Then there's Unrivaled, which looks like it's after young, rising stars who want more competition and money. That league's already signed some big names and seems to have momentum. What's even crazier is all of this is happening while CBA talks are going on, which makes everything hard. Some players in leadership roles are also playing for or tied to these other leagues. So the CBA talks are even messier. There are conflicts of interest everywhere. Everyone's trying to get the best deal for themselves while also negotiating for all WNBA players. It's unbelievably complicated.
How much their association with Caitlin Clark helps them as well. So assuming all things get worked out the way one could see things getting worked out based on the past, both Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull will be back.
Now, let's be clear. Sophie's not saying she's leaving the WNBA or the Fever. She's saying she's not judging anyone for taking opportunities. Plus, she's not committing to anything until the CBA is done, which is smart. Don't commit until you know your option. The fact that things have been quiet on the CBA front is good. When both sides are already in the media, it means negotiations are a mess. So quiet means they're making progress. The draft lottery is November 23rd, meaning the league is moving forward, which is another positive. The bottom line is, unless something wild happens, like a lockout or a CBA that makes it impossible for the Fever to keep their players, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hull are probably coming back. Lexie's a restricted free agent, so the Fever can match any offer. Unless some team offers crazy money, she's coming back. Sophie has benefited big time from playing with Caitlin. Her profile's blown up, she's gotten better playing with someone that talented, and Indy is a great situation for her. She knows it's worth staying with a team that's on the rise with the best young player in the league. And let's be real about who's in charge. Caitlin's the reason fans show up, the reason games are on TV, and the reason the Fever are talked about. If Caitlin wants Sophie and Lexie back, they're coming back. The front office isn't going to ignore her. If it's possible financially, the Fever's social media team knows it too. Posting those golf photos with the caption about the best caddies, with Caitlin, Sophie, and Lexie having fun in Fever gear, that's not an accident. They're saying these three belong together, that they're building around them. And Sophie and Lexie being Caitlin's caddies shows they understand how things work. They showed up in Fever gear, supported their teammate, and had fun. That takes a deep understanding. They know Caitlin's the star, the team revolves around her, and they're fine with that. That's key for building a team, because not everyone can be the star. Most players have to accept supporting roles, and that takes maturity and character. The Fever have clearly made character a priority. Remember Stephanie White's shopping cart thing about players who put the cart back in the corral? That shows in how this team works together. But Sophie and Lexie aren't just coming back because they're great teammates. They provide real value on the court. Both of them can shoot, which is crucial when you're playing next to Caitlin, who creates so many open looks. Both of them know how to play off the ball and make the right cuts. You could actually run a killer lineup with Caitlin, Sophie, Kelsey Mitchell, and Aaliyah Boston. That's a small lineup, but for stretches, it would be super effective, with shooters around Aaliyah, Caitlin creating, and everyone else spacing the floor. That's tough to defend. The chemistry between these players matters a lot too. They've spent time together on and off the court. They understand each other's tendencies, they know how to communicate, and they've built trust. You can't just recreate that by signing new players. Chemistry takes time to develop, and the Fever already have it with this group. Honestly, the golf tournament was a smart move by all three of them. It kept them in the public eye, reinforced their connection, and showed they're having fun together. That kind of content keeps fans interested when there are no games, keeping the Fever relevant even in the off-season. The fact that thousands of fans showed up to watch Caitlin play golf, many wearing Fever jerseys, shows how invested people are in this team. They want to see this core group run it back next season, healthy, and see what this team can do when they're not battling injury. Sophie and Lexie know being part of this team is huge for their careers. They get to play with one of the best players in the world. They get national TV exposure, they get to compete for championships, and they get all the money that comes with being on a popular, successful team. Endorsement deals, social media growth, All of it comes from being tied to a winning team and a star player. The Fever front office understands all of this too. They're not going to mess up a good thing by letting Sophie or Lexie walk over contract issues that can be fixed. They know what they have. They know the chemistry is real, and they know this core can win if they stay healthy. Bringing everyone back should be the top priority. And honestly, everything suggests that's exactly what will happen. The only real question is the season. If negotiations completely break down and there's a lockout, then anything could happen. If the new CBA somehow makes it impossible to keep everyone, but assuming a deal gets done and the structure is similar to now, Sophie and Lexie will definitely be back in Indy, wearing Fever uniforms next season. So yeah, Sophie Cunningham and Lexie Hall are almost definitely coming back to play with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever next season. The chemistry is there, the value is there, and everyone wants it to happen. The only question is whether the CBA negotiations mess everything up. If you want more updates on the Fever's off-season moves, hit that like button and subscribe.